Hi everyone, Blaine here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to start the Cessna and how to taxi with it. So with that, let's get into it. So we're in the aircraft and it's set to cold and dark, which is what we want. I prefer to run my aircraft without the yoke, which is why you can't see it. But this is the default Cessna. If you wanted to have it on, you could just basically click here and it would turn on. So a couple of things we need to do before we actually power the aircraft on. What we want to do is open the door for a minute. Let the kind of the air pressure sequence, or I guess let the air in so that it doesn't fog up while we start it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the throttle is not all the way in so that when we start the aircraft it doesn't basically jam the engine into high. Okay, so we're going to set it to idle. We're going to put the mixture in about halfway. We're going to make sure that the fuel shutoff is not on. We're going to make sure that the fuel selection is from both, which is good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the batteries and the avionics and the fuel pump. Parking brake is set, so we are good to start the engine. So we're going to turn the key all the way, and then we're going to hold it for just a second while the engine actually powers on. And as you can see, the prop is now turning. Now you'll notice that there's a message that just popped up that says the directional gyro is not aligned to magnetic north. That's totally okay because that's going to come up every once in a while and sometimes may even happen mid-flight, but it's really easy to fix. So as you can see on your computer here, it says that our track is 256 degrees, but if we look at our compass, we're not at 256, we're at 290 or so. So we need to correct that, and it's really easy to fix. So basically you want to make your track the same as your compass heading. So you would go to your compass heading, and you would basically want to move this until it's at 256. So north will be 0, east will be 90, south will be 180, and west will be 270 in terms of degrees. And if you look, a big tick, as you can see here, that's a 10, and then the smaller one is a 5. So because we want to be at 256, we're going to move this by using the white button to the left here. And if we go to 240, we can see that it's 240, now it's 245, now it's 250, now it's 255, and then one more tick will make it 256. So now we're set correct. So we can just hit understood, and then we're all good for that. So now we're going to close the door. Come on. There we go. And we are ready to basically taxi. So the aircraft is now started. So with taxiing, something specific to the Cessna and aircraft that have a single prop is because of the physics of the propeller turning in one direction, that is going to create the engine the prop to pull in one direction. So you're going to have to correct that with using rudder, otherwise known as yaw in the actual system of X-Plane, because otherwise your aircraft will continually turn in one direction unless you correct for it. So I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to release the parking brake. And then with the parking brake released, we're going to give it a bit of throttle. And you can see the plane is slowly starting to turn to the left. So we're going to use our rudder pedals to turn to the right. Now you don't have to have rudder pedals, although it does make it really easy to do this. You would just need to set the yaw to whatever you wanted to in terms of whether it's a stick twist or it's a controller, however you want to make it easier for you. But if you look, the aircraft is slowly turning to the left because of that spin on the propeller. So you would just use a little bit of right rudder to correct your angle, and then you would just hold that until you are actually basically straight on the center line or close to it as you're taxiing. Now as you add more speed, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult to use that, so you're going to have to use a little bit more rudder. And you just want to basically do this gently so that your aircraft will stay straight for the most part. And you may have to use a little bit more rudder or a little bit less rudder, but as you taxi, it will be easy once you get the hang of it. and if you straighten back out, then you'll see the aircraft will start to turn left, again to the left. So again, you just want to apply a little bit of right rudder to keep it straight. And that's basically how you start the Cessna and how you taxi. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe to be notified when new videos are posted. Thanks for watching!